The second part of the disease is ignorance. You see there in verse 2, he says things like, I knew that you were a gracious God and merciful, which is exactly why I didn't go. Now, this is so ironic. Here's Jonah saying, I knew that you were gracious and merciful, and I'm mad about it. Now, of all the people in the book of Jonah who should not be resentful of the grace of God, let's put it this way. Who has received more grace in the book of Jonah than any other character? Okay, it's not a trick question. The book is named after him. Who is it? It's Jonah. Had it not been for the grace of God in Jonah's life, he would have been dead on the bottom of the ocean. And yet here he is, angry, resentful, justifying himself. Why? Because he is totally oblivious. He is so ignorant of the grace of God in his own life and the need for grace in his life. And he's spiritually sick as a result. How do you know if this is going on in your life? If you kind of think to yourself, I'm a pretty good person. God owes me a pretty good life. I've done pretty good things. If you have that kind of attitude, just like Jonah has, because for Jonah, he was thinking to himself, I'm not a really bad sinner like Nineveh. I think I'm a pretty good person. God owes me these certain things. If that happens, then grace will become shocking to you. Generosity will not come naturally to you. Grace will be shocking, so that when God begins to bless people around you, when God begins to give other people the things that you think God should give you, and he gives it to them, and you'll get very angry. It'll be shocking to you, and generosity won't come naturally to you. God may tell you, you need to give to this person. You need to give to this cause. It may not be a tithe, maybe not be church, maybe some person on the street, maybe some person in need that you know, and you'll think to yourself, now why would I do that? Why would I give them any of my money? It's my money. I worked hard for that money. What is that? That's ignorance. You're ignorant of the grace of God in your own life. What you're basically thinking, when grace becomes shocking to you, you think, how in the world did she get married? I don't know what you'd say. You'd probably say something I shouldn't say, but how in the world would she get married? I deserve a man like that. And the Lord, or you'll think to yourself, if tithing is just, it kills you to tithe. It kills you to give anything financially. You're oblivious to the grace of God. You may sing, I'll never know how much it costs. And what you're really thinking is, it really didn't cost Jesus that much to die on the cross for my sins, because really I'm not all that bad. You're oblivious. You are so out of touch with the grace of God in your own life. You're just like Jonah. Idolatry and ignorance